2010, when you win the national championship, tell me leading up to it, how many games you play in, and the final. What was that like? Where was the final that year?
The final that year was in Indianapolis.
Okay.
We played, what was it, Lucas Oil. That's the Colts Arena. That's where we played at. And, I mean, you talk about, that was probably the most nerve-wracking time of my life. I say that because, like you mentioned earlier, I was the co-captain of the team.
Mm-hmm.
And part of being a captain is making sure you're able to get the best out of everyone every single night.
Mm-hmm.
And to, you know, find a way to still have energy yourself, right? Like, I was a guy who was very vocal. I knew how to get the best out of everybody that was on my team.
But how do you do that? How do you do that?
Spending time with everyone. You know, everybody doesn't.
But you seem very calm, Lance, and stuff. Where is the? I don't see the stick and stuff. Does that stick come out?
Oh, when I'm on the court,
Yeah.
I'm a different person.
Okay.
I'm a completely different person. Don't be fooled by this button up and, you know, this smile right now. I'm on the court. I don't care. But I would just say, you know, something that I really had to pay attention to, especially in my 4 years there, was, you know, what gets everybody going.
Mm-hmm.
There were certain guys I could yell at, and that's how I got the best out of them, was to challenge them like that. There were certain guys I had to speak to, you know, and actually have a conversation, you know, with them to kind of understand what was going on in their head at that time. You know, there were certain guys I could just give a look, and once I gave them that look, they knew what time it was. So just being a leader and to be a successful leader is knowing how to get the best out of everyone.
But tell me about that, the championship. What's happening that evening? Walk me through the game, because it is close. It's very, very close until the final seconds. Who you playing and what's happening, and then tell me the winning moment.
I'll give you two perspectives of it. Watching it now, it was a boring game. It was a really boring, low-scoring game that was a nail-biter to the end.
Okay.
But in the moment, it was the most stressful time ever, because it was kind of a chess match. You know, it was two really good coaches going at each other, and certain reads that were made that were just above our heads. They were literally playing chess with each other. And in the end, Coach K was able to call checkmate.
But what happens when the final buzzer happens?
Oh, man, I can walk you through that. That was crazy. So if you didn't see the game, our game was decided on the last second shot from half court that almost went in. We were on the free throw line, and the final was, I believe, was 59-61. One of our centers, Brian Zubek, was on the free throw line. He made his first free throw, which made the score 59-61. And we told him to miss the next shot because there wasn't much time left. They would bobble the ball and time would elapse. He missed it perfectly where Gordon Hayward got the rebound, and he's literally dribbling up the side of the court towards half court, and Kyle Singler, who was one of my teammates, was guarding him. And he was chasing him as fast as he could, and there was a guy that set a screen on him, and Kyle got wiped out of the way. So Gordon Hayward had a clear shot at half court, and he was looking at the basket, and I ran up, he shot it, and I'm standing directly behind him. When I saw the ball leave his hand and I saw the trajectory that I was going, the ball was in the air probably 10 minutes. my nerves were bad. I had butterflies in my stomach. I went cold. I went from really hot to just super cold, and I was just like, this is not happening in my senior year right now. This is not happening. Then he missed it, and then confetti flew. My co-captain, John Shire, ran and jumped on me. I fell, hit my head on the ground, opened up my eyes, and that's what it was. It was amazing.
And then when you go back to Duke and stuff, you have to be the most popular person on campus. What's happening at Duke and stuff? I mean,
when we got back, it was chaos. Everybody was so ecstatic. I mean, even there, I feel like the whole university was there to support us. I remember.
And the Colts, and it's a massive place that you're playing in.
It was, and the crazy part about it was there was more blue than black in there, which was Butler's team colors, and they actually are located in Indiana. So we were expecting them to have the bigger crowd, but we traveled pretty deep that tournament.
Did your mom come to it?
My mother came, my grandfather came, my whole family was there. It was an amazing moment to share with them.
And they must have been going out of their minds.
Oh, I mean, that was the first time I really seen my grandpa excited.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys who's just always cool. He doesn't show much emotion.
How was he excited?
Oh man, he just couldn't stop smiling. His teeth were showing the whole time. He was just super excited. His walk was different. I mean, usually he's walking really slow, and he was walking with pep in his step.
Did they get to see Did they get to touch the trophy and see?
Oh, they came in there. We had a little ceremony afterwards, just for the families
Amazing.
at the hotel, and he came. He met Coach K.
Oh, wow.
I let him hold my piece of the net. It was awesome.